Welcome back, everyone. We have an update from RUA Gold Inc., which trades on the OTCQB under the symbol NZAUF and on the TSXV under the symbol RUA. It's an exploration company strategically focused on New Zealand. And with decades of experience, the team has successfully taken major discoveries into producing world-class mines across multiple continents. Happy to welcome CEO Robert Eckford back to the conference today. Welcome back, Robert. Tell us your update.
I will do. Thanks very much for having me again, Anna. I think we last presented on the 16th of January, and it's never a dull moment at RUA Gold. We've continued drilling down in Reefton at our Old Creek property, and we've also completed a raise. So just as a quick touch on jurisdiction, I mean, New Zealand keeps getting better and better. So since January 16, and I encourage everyone to look at that presentation, we now have a critical minerals list for New Zealand, which was announced 31 January. Gold was on that critical minerals list. Antimony is on that critical minerals list. Even met coal is on that minerals list. We're not after met coal, but it just speaks to New Zealand and what they're doing and how they're trying to reinvigorate their mining industry. So really great jurisdiction to be in. The fast track approvals bill, as a reminder, is a bill that now you can get a mining permit in New Zealand in 6 months' time. That's now in the law, and there's mining companies such as RUA Gold that are in that 6-month process. So when the rest of the world is finally waking up to the fast track process, New Zealand started it 18 months ago, and it's in the legislation now, and it's in being acted upon. So New Zealand, as a reminder, is the best jurisdiction in the world, and that's why we're there, and that's why we're looking for our high-grade gold. The other notable update since we last talked is in February, we actually closed an oversubscribed financing for 5.75 million Canadian dollars. That sees us continue our aggressive exploration program all the way through the year. So we have 2 drills turning. We did that raise at market without any warrants. Again, we've got really good supportive shareholders. Everyone is ready to write the next check into this deal. They all see the value proposition. And so we're not a struggling explorer unable to find capital. So we've got money in the bank, we've got drills turning, and we've got catalysts coming. Just as a reminder, we're in the South Island of New Zealand is really where a lot of the action is at the moment. It's in the Reefton gold field. It's a past producing area. It already produced 2 million ounces at grades of 9 to 50 grams a ton gold. So we're talking really high grade gold here. And the exploration results we've brought out exactly confirm that. We're currently targeting an area called Old Creek. It hasn't had past workings on it. So all the drilling we're doing is very shallow. We're talking 150 meters deep. And we found 2 grams of gold over 12 meters, but 2% antimony. And antimony is such an important critical mineral these days. The US has got it on their critical minerals list, and they're throwing money at trying to secure supply of it. China control all the supply of antimony currently. And so the Western world have woken up and are trying to get their own supply chain secured. And so we're sitting on New Zealand's antimony supply. So in a gold equivalent terms, our drill results that we put out in February after we presented to your audience was 8 meters at 13.2 grams a ton equivalent and 12 meters of 12 grams equivalent. These are really nice, wide, high-grade intercepts. And I talk about the AU equivalent because that's gold and antimony in there. The nature of these deposits is a really high-grade antimony top layer, and then it gets richer gold as it goes down, and that's where we expect to see the 20 to 30 gram a ton gold results. So really we're here to remind your viewers, 1, New Zealand just keeps getting better and better. 2, we've got money in the bank, and we've got a team that's executing with drills turning. And 3, there's a lot more drill results coming to the market and will continue to come to the market over the coming few months. And so I'll pause there and I'll open it up to any questions. It's a really tight update for me because I really want to answer any questions people have.
Okay, great. Yeah, we have a few questions. Morgan wants to know what results are upcoming and when are they expected?
So we've got 5 holes out at assay right now, and we'd be expecting those within the next 7 to 10 days to come out to the market.
And Frank wants to know, are you fully permitted?
We're fully permitted for our drilling, most certainly. We have a project on the north that, for the sake of time, I haven't gotten into. It's an earlier exploration play, and we're going through the permitting process right now. But really, the catalysts that I see for shareholders is draw results from our fully permitted operations in the South Island.
And Chris wants to know, are you going to develop on your own to go into production, or do you need a partner?
So the joy of having really high grade is the capex for these things are closer to 1 or 2 or 300 million. They're not the billion-dollar projects that some people are used to, because your plant size is smaller. Everything's more manageable. Add to that, we've got a management team and board that have built 8 mines in our past careers. This isn't our first time building a gold mining company. I'd encourage people to look at Rox Gold. Chairman Oliver Lennox-King and Director Paul Criddle both just came out of Rox Gold, and they built a high-grade small mine in Burkina Faso, and they put that into production, and they built another mine and put that into production. They sold the whole thing for over $1 billion. So that's really the playbook here. Is small is beautiful, high grade is high margin, and that's what we're focused on, and we've got the depth to be able to build it ourselves.
And Brett wants to know a little bit about the infrastructure, the roads, the utilities.
That's a really good question. Reefton is actually an active mining town. And if you look at this picture, you'll see a gray dot here of Globe Progress. That's an old open pit mine. But also on the foothills of each of these mountains is active coal mines. So we've already got active coal mines in this district. We've got an active mining community. It's got high voltage power, it's got highway, it's got rail, it's got a port that's less than 100 kilometers away. So infrastructure is the furthest from our problem that we would ever have.
Perfect. Well, Robert, what closing remarks do you have for our viewers today?
I'd really encourage everyone to take a look at New Zealand, and we are the leading explorer of New Zealand. We've got 2 amazing land packages, and we're in a jurisdiction that not only wants us there, but the New Zealand Mines Minister, Shane Jones, was up in PDAC with me in Toronto in March, and we were presenting together about why New Zealand is such a good place to be. So in this world where you want safety, and that's why we go to gold, you want a good jurisdictional risk, and that's why we're in New Zealand, and you want a management team that aren't going to run off with your money, and that's why we've got this team together that have done this before multiple times and made shareholders a lot of money, and that's why we can raise money. So I think we tick a lot of the boxes. I'd encourage anyone to reach out should they want to. I'll leave my details there, and I'm happy to have a follow-up call with any interested investors.
Perfect. Well, thank you for this update. We look forward to continuing on with your journey. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Anna.